Hey guys, welcome back. I'm going to walk you through some problems from the at-home learning week 4. That's May 4th through May 8th. The topics we're going to cover are volume, estimating square roots, and writing equations. So the first one I wanted to look at was this one. Find the volume in terms of pi. Now, the packet you were given gave you a reference sheet. So we know from that the formula for the volume of a cylinder is volume equals pi r squared times h. Now, the error that was made by most people that missed this question. It was the same error. So let's look through it. So we know it's in terms of pi, so we can leave pi as is. That's helpful. And then r squared, here's where it happened. 3 squared, and then the height is 5, okay? So 3 squared, we know, is 9 because it's 3 times 3. Then it's times 5, and then times pi. So volume equals 9 times 5 times pi, and that leaves us with 45 pi feet, and since it's volume, it's cubed. Final answer. Okay, 3 times 3 is 9, people, not 6, so be careful with that. This one was missed a lot, but I think this is a quick, you went too quickly and didn't check your work on this one, because this is a pretty quick fix. Just to remind you guys that the circumference formula of a circle is either pi times diameter or 2 pi r. Okay, they mean the same thing. So if the circumference of a circle, which is what we're looking at, is equal to pi times diameter, and the circumference of the circle that we're looking at in this problem is 8 pi, then guess what? 8 is my diameter. So 8 was my final answer. All right, this one with estimating square roots. So I didn't put the answer choices down here, but I do want to point out they were all whole numbers. So in order to have a square root in between here, that would give us a whole number. That means it's got to be a perfect square. So let's look at all the numbers in between 7 and 13 and see if any of them are perfect squares. So we've got 7, we got square root of 8, square root of 9, square root of 10, square root of 11, and square root of 12. Okay. Of these 5, this square root of 9 is the only perfect square. So the answer choices lead us to 3. Any of the other options here were, I think the next one was 4. Well, that's already 4 squared is already square root of 16, so that was already too big. 3 should have been your final answer. Okay, this one is, we are writing an equation here. It didn't even ask us to solve it. It just wanted to know what the equation would be. So let's read this problem. In 1 week, Janice worked 25 hours at Pizza Hut. During that week, she also made $45 babysitting. Good for you, Janice. In that 1 week, she made a total of $232.50. Now, here's the key, and I always tell my students to pay special attention to this part. This is the actual question. How much does she make per hour working at Pizza Hut? So if that's the question, what does that mean? That means that we do not know the answer, right? And how do we represent something we don't know in math? A variable. So this is going to be my x. How much does she make? So the amount of money that she makes per hour. So now when we look back up in the problem, we say, okay, what are we going to have that x be with? What's going to be my variable change? Well, the number of dollars per hour would go with the hours worked at Pizza Hut. So 25x is what goes there. Now, that's the variable change. We're also looking for a constant, something that happens by itself that doesn't change over time. So she did one time $45 for babysitting. So we know that that's not going to change. So that's my constant. So I'm going to add $45 because I'm looking at my total amount I got paid the whole week, right? So 25x plus $45 should equal altogether $232.50. This will tell you how much total she made at Pizza Hut. This is the babysitting, and this is my total. So that was my final answer. Good job this week, guys. Take a look at those errors and let your teachers know if they have any questions. Bye.